BIDMAS sets the one correct order for any calculation. Brackets first to control the grouping, then indices such as squares and roots. Next come division and multiplication. These are equal in priority, so we work left to right. Finally, addition and subtraction, again with equal priority left to right. This prevents contradictions. For example, 2 plus 3 times 4 is 14 because we multiply before we add. When in doubt, add brackets to make your intention clear and avoid common errors. In this lesson, we'll apply BIDMAS to expressions with powers, fractions, and nested brackets, so every step is justified and the final answer is unique. Here's why the order of operations really matters. If we calculate strictly from left to right, 2 plus 3 gives 5, and 5 times 4 would make 20, which is completely wrong. According to BIDMAS, multiplication must come before addition, so we first do 3 times 4 to get 12, and then add the 2 for a total of 14. The difference between 14 and 20 shows how ignoring the rule can completely change an answer. This is why the BIDMAS order is essential for every multi-step calculation. We always begin with brackets. They tell us which part of the calculation must be done first. Anything inside brackets takes priority before powers, division, or addition. For example, in 2 plus 3, all inside brackets multiplied by 4, we first calculate 2 plus 3 to get 5, and then multiply by 4 to get 20. Brackets control the structure of the whole expression and make your working clear. In this example, the brackets come first. Inside the brackets, 5 plus 8 equals 13. Once that part is complete, we multiply the result by 3 to get 39. If we ignored the brackets and multiplied first, we'd get a completely different answer. That's why following BIDMAS always starts with the brackets. After completing the brackets, the next step is to handle any indices. That means powers or roots. Powers show repeated multiplication, so 3 squared means 3 times 3, which equals 9. Only after simplifying powers do we continue with the rest of the operations. For example, 3 squared plus 4 equals 9 plus 4, giving 13. Always deal with powers before any multiplying, dividing, adding, or subtracting. 3 squared is 9, then add 4 to get 13. Indices come before addition. Division and multiplication have exactly the same priority. You don't do division first or multiplication first. Instead, you simply move from left to right. For example, 20 divided by 4 equals 5, and then 5 times 3 equals 15. If you swap the order, you'd get a completely different answer. So always work left to right for these two operations. Let's look at another example. We start with 36 divided by 3, which gives 12. Then we multiply 12 by 2 to get 24. Notice how we worked from left to right and not multiplication first. Division and multiplication are equal in priority, so whichever comes first in the expression is done first. Addition and subtraction are always completed last. They share the same priority, so you simply work from left to right. Here, we start with 10 minus 4, which gives 6, and then add 2 to get 8. If you reverse the order or add it first, you get a different answer. Left to right processing keeps everything consistent and accurate. When several additions and subtractions appear together, we work straight from left to right. Start with 18 minus 6 to get 12, then add 9 to make 21, and finally subtract 4 to reach 17. Each step follows the same left to right pattern, ensuring you never skip or misorder operations. Now, let's apply the full BIDMAS process. Start with the brackets. 3 times 2 equals 6. Next, handle the index. 6 squared gives 36. Then do the division. 8 divided by 4 equals 2. Finally, move to addition and subtraction from left to right. 5 plus 36 minus 2 equals 39. By following the order step by step, you guarantee one correct and consistent answer every time. Let's take on a slightly harder example. Start with the brackets. 4 plus 2 equals 6. Next, deal with the index. 6 squared is 36. Then move to division inside the second set of brackets. 3 times 2 equals 6, so 12 divided by 6 gives 2. Finally, work left to right for the remaining addition and subtraction. 36 minus 2 plus 5 equals 39. Even in complex problems like this, BIDMAS keeps everything in the right order. When you see nested brackets, always start with the innermost part and work outward. Inside the small brackets, 3 times 4 equals 12. Then move to the outer brackets. 2 plus 12 gives 14. Finally, square 14 to get 196. Working from the inside out keeps your calculations organized and ensures you never skip a step. BIDMAS applies to fractions in exactly the same way. Multiplication and division must still be done before addition or subtraction. In this example, we first multiply 3/4 by 2 to get 1.5, or 1.5. Then we add 1/2, giving a total of 2. The rule doesn't change just because fractions are involved. The order of operations always stays the same. Some of the most common BIDMAS mistakes include ignoring brackets completely, adding or subtracting before multiplying, and skipping powers or roots too early. These small errors can completely change your final answer. Always slow down, check the order carefully, and work through each step one operation at a time to stay accurate. This one is a real exam-style BIDMAS problem. Start inside the brackets with the power first. 2 cubed equals 8. Then add 6 to get 14. Multiply by 3 to make 42 and subtract 10 to get 32. That entire numerator is divided by 2 times 5, which equals 10. So 38 divided by 10 gives 3.8. Finally, subtract 4, leaving a final answer of negative 0.2. Each operation follows the order carefully from brackets and powers down to division and subtraction. BIDMAS guarantees that everyone reaches the same correct result. Always complete brackets first, then indices, followed by division and multiplication from left to right, and finally finish with addition and subtraction. Mastering this order means mastering accuracy. Well done! You've mastered the order of operations. Keep practicing with interactive BIDMAS quizzes and real exam challenges on reko.study. The more you practice, the faster and more accurate you'll become.